Job aligns with so many other spiritual traditions that bring us to this grand reality of understanding who and what God is. But first, we got to reject this old God that rewards and punishes. And many times it's in our suffering that we finally come to that. It's like, wait, no, this can't be right. How in the world could we think that God just allowed and caused the hurricane to have folks without homes and without power and without their livelihood? It doesn't add up. But again, see, the wisdom community is using their intellectual prowess, their rationality, their sense of reasoning. And we bring that all to the table. And we should always bring that to our spiritual traditions.
So I sat on this video for a few days because I couldn't quite grasp where this gentleman is coming from. I looked at a few of his other videos and they were just as confusing until I come to realize that this man is starting a brand new form of Christianity. You see, the form of Christianity that he is forming is that he is weaving in some Gnosticism and weaving in some Buddhism into what he is now calling Christianity. He's picking and choosing what parts of the Bible that he's going to follow. So let me break down a little bit of where I see that in this particular video. So the fact that he is saying that he is accepting the book of Job, but people are not understanding it, but through the teachings of Job, where you get suffering and you have to go through suffering in order for you to be able to reject this God and go through suffering to be able to come out the other end, sounds a bit Buddhist, where the core idea in Buddhism is to end suffering, is not to suffer through life, but to end suffering. And suffering is end through elimination of your desires of things. Not that you don't have things, it's just the desire of things cause you to do things that create suffering. So in going through suffering, he's reminding me of Buddhism, but he's accepting the Job story. But yet he says that how can you believe, you have to then reject this evil God, that the Old Testament God, this punishing God. That's a Gnostics. That's the Gnostic viewpoint of that the world was created by the demiurge, that Yaldabaoth is the one who created this universe, and we are trapped until we gain the knowledge and wisdom to which he spoke of, people using their knowledge and wisdom. Until we gain the knowledge and wisdom, then you can ascend and return back to the Plamora through wisdom. So he's being Gnostic there. But at the same time, you can't, if you're going to take the Bible, the Old Testament Job story, then you have to take, I believe it's Isaiah, where it says that this God created all the evil, created all the calamity. So the Old Testament God, you do have to accept that he created all the calamity, but he's saying reject that God. But that is the God of your Jesus. That is the same God of Job. So how can you reject the God of Job, but keep the God, right? But keep Job, keep the teachings of Job, but reject the God. That doesn't work. It doesn't work at all. You understand? So I said that a little bit twisted. So you have to keep the God of Job to accept the wisdom of Job, but reject the God of Isaiah to reject that this God creates all the calamities and all the evils. So where are you falling? So that's why I came to my realization, to my understanding, this is a new form of Christianity. Because many people are sick and tired of the current modern day forms of Christianity. And just like all throughout history, as cultures change, you always see a new form of the previous religion being created. If you are a Christian right now, I want you to think about this for just a second. If you were to time travel 500 years into the past, you're in the 1500s. The form of Christianity that you practice today, you will be hung, burned at a stake by other Christians because you will be declared a heretic. Because your form of Christianity today is heresy to the Christians 500 years ago. So religion changes constantly. And Greg is presenting a new change in Christianity. I couldn't quite figure it out for a while, and it kind of threw me off and bothered me for a little bit till I researched some more of his stuff. But many Christians will become Gnostics. This is my prediction, because I don't do prophecies. That over the next 20 to 30 years, many current Christians who don't leave Christianity will become Gnostics, Gnostic Christians, and return to the mindset of Arius. They will hold on to the Nag Hammadi library, and they will read the Gospel of Thomas. They will start to canonize their own book. And within the next 20, I'm going to give it 30 because, people are a little slow. No, things are happening faster now. So I'm going to give it 20 years that you will see a rise in Gnostic Christianity, which is going to be a whole nother Christian cult. Mark my words. On today I said it. But that's just predicting by looking at the current environment and where people are moving. It has nothing to do with some spiritual bullshit. What do you guys think? Did I have this guy figured out correctly, or am I way off base? And do you think that Gnostic Christianity will be the next Christian cult that rises up? So always remember, you have to free yourself to be yourself, because your greatness is non-negotiable. Good journey, good vibrations.